Hello, beautiful Simmers. Today we'll be going over the Sims 4 Seasons Build Buy items. This expansion pack retails for $39.99 USD. However, every few months the EA app does have sales where you can get this expansion pack at a discount. If you do decide to purchase this pack, you can use a creator code. While it doesn't give you a discount, it is a way to support your favorite creators and that it gives them a small commission. Throughout this video, I'll be giving you my thoughts and opinions, and I will definitely give those towards the end as well. Alright guys, let's get into it. We're starting off with the buy items. We've got a lovely chair here, which I like to use outdoors, to be completely honest. I think it's a nice outdoor chair. And then we have another chair, which I feel like you can use outdoors too if you wanted to. And then we have like a little dining chair here, and it's got like almost like the straw for the seating. And then we have another chair as well. This one is wooden with some metal design on it. And then we have a love seat to match that chair, that first chair that we saw. And then it does have a third pillow on it, which I do appreciate. Then we have this couch, which actually this one matches the first, doesn't it? Yeah, that second one doesn't match. Anyways, oh my gosh. Now we have this lovely item here, which I just love to put these in the corners of rooms and stuff, or even on the outside. I think it's kind of fun. Then we have a couch here that does match one of the chairs that we have, so that's nice as well. And then we've got a table here, and this one looks like it can sit 6 on either side, so I do appreciate that. Then we have like a festivities table where it does have a tablecloth and it corresponds to certain holidays. And then we have like a side table that, you know, goes in the entryway. And this is actually more of like a side table for the couch or a nightstand, and I do love that design right there. I think that's kind of cute. And then we have this piece here, which is another table, which I feel like it could be a seat though too, but yeah, it's kind of an interesting piece. I don't know. And then we have this coffee table, which is just kind of, I don't know, it's just kind of random. I feel like there are some random items in here that don't exactly go together. I mean, I understand the seasons aspect of it, but like here we have a coffee table that's just a bunch of plywood like put together. I don't know. We do get a desk here as well, but sadly we do not get any computers. Now we do have a bathroom shelf, which I do quite like. Unfortunately, we don't have any empty shelves in there, so we can't like put our own cluttered items in there. Now I do like this because we don't really see any shelving like this that actually has the shoes and the clothes, so I think that's nice. Then we do have like a little buffet type deal, which does have dishes inside of it. Then we have a nice sink for the bathroom, which that's what I'm going to be using it for. And we do have the toilet that matches. I really do like this set. It's kind of like a stony set, but this shower I feel like does not go with the theme. It's got brick in the back. I don't know. It's like a group project, you know, when somebody's just not like a part of the group and they just throw something in there that doesn't match along with it. Then we have this bathtub that does match the toilet and the sink very nicely. I do think it's a nice modern-ish item. And then we have this right here, which looks like a little well, we have the craft stand, flower stand, something like that. My god. Okay, we've got some presents here, and then we've also got we'll have even more presents, but I do like these storage totes. And then we have a thermostat because we're definitely going to need that in seasons. Here's our other presents. And of course, I like to kind of size these down sometimes to put them under the tree. Then we have this ginormous bucket, which why is that so huge? It's supposed to be for the water balloons or whatever, but it's just ginormous. Then of course we get a scarecrow, which does fit in with seasons. And then we get this little pool, which it does work for adults too, I believe. Well, it's kind of interesting. Then we do have this beekeeper's, I don't know what to call it. I wanted to say nest, but that's not the right word. Then we do get a swing set. Well, not really a swing set. I always called a swing set where it had other items. Now we do get another pool, and this one, yes, the adults can go and relax, chill out in there. Then we do get some Freezer Bunny stickers, which is kind of fun. It's kind of cute how they're just the Freezer Bunny with different items. And then we have some more seasonal stickers here, which is fun. And then we get yet more seasonal stickers, but these ones are flowers, so it's just a little bit different. Nonetheless, I do think they're cute. And then we have these, I lose words sometimes when I'm doing this, these streamers. Like that's what I'm gonna call them, streamers. We have some carved pumpkins. That's pretty cool, very fitting for this pack. Then we have some more streamers for decoration here, and these are for more like for Christmas. And then we have these little streamer, I don't exactly think they're lights, unfortunately, but they do come in Christmas colors as well. These lamps, or not, these, I want to call them lanterns, but they are more Christmas colors as well. And then we have this streamer of stuff, and then we've also got this one with the flowers. It's more springtime, I feel like. It's cute. Then we get this banner, and it more so looks like a happy birthday banner in my opinion. And then we have this banner here too, and it does have some ghost swatches, so that's kind of fun too. So we do get some Halloween in there as well. I do like the heart one, so that one, not gonna lie. Then we have these banners, which not my favorite. You could also put these ones here, these streamers, in the windows or just randomly on a wall. I do think these would be cute to use for like a child's birthday party, especially the flower ones for like little girls. I think that would be a cute thing to do. Then we have these little stars here for wall decor. And then of course we have your average typical streamer, birthday streamers, whatever. And they come in a lot of Christmas colors as well. Then we have these lanterns here, and then they do have all the seasons here. Obviously it makes sense, you know, but I do like the flower ones, not gonna lie. I really like the flowery aspect. Then we have some candles here for Hanukkah, and then we have this little reindeer. I think this one's really cute, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I think they did a great job with that. I think that's very fun. And then I believe this is for Kwanzaa. I could be totally wrong on that. Anyways, we have the board, the other pillar for the hanging lantern. Now we do get a chandelier lantern of sorts. It's got some interesting swatches. And then we do get a Christmas tree. You can see there's a box of stuff underneath, so it's not perfect. It looks like they're still working on the wrapping. Now we do get this. It's a perfect for like putting over your archways. Then we get a ginormous snowman, and then we have this over decorated Christmas tree, which honestly I kind of like the rainbow one, not gonna lie. It's very fun. And then we have another type of streamer thing that you can hang over your awning. You can hang over your archway, I should say. And then we have this Halloween decoration and some more Halloween decorations. This one's got the pumpkins. And then we're getting into some little itty bitty leaves that you can either put outside in piles, or you can use them as a centerpiece. We actually do get quite a bit of centerpieces in this expansion pack, and this one personally I love. These little flowers and the roses on there. I'm not sure what the other flowers are called, but of course we do get some wreaths. This one just has a little bit too many bows for my opinion, and I absolutely adore this one. I just love flowers, so that's definitely a go for me. Then we have this decoration item here with the flowers, and I absolutely love that one as well. We have this tree in like a little, I don't even know what, like a see-through pot type deal, I don't know. But we also have some foliage, can't even say that word, you know what I'm trying to say, right? But we do have some greenery here, just like a shelf full of greenery, which I feel like could be more so for outdoor items. I mean, it almost seems like you're making your own, like, outdoor, I almost said outhouse, But like, see, with the succulents and stuff, it's like you could do your own outdoor, not necessarily a garden, but you know what I'm trying to say? I just can't find my words sometimes. We do get some pumpkins, and of course we have some spider webs here that you can put in the corners of your houses for Halloween, which is fun. We get this huge painting that's cut up in 5 different pieces, so it's kind of interesting. It is very large. But then we do get this mirror, which honestly I can see in a lot of living rooms right now. It gives me those vibes. And then we have these curtains, which I do think are nice. We've got some more fun swatches and some more of your basic colored swatches, which you can't go wrong with a lot of the basic colors because a lot of them will go with everything. We do get 3 different widths for different windows, not heights, but just widths this time, which is kind of interesting. We do have this awning, and we do have a swatch that is more used up than the others. Now we do get some nutcrackers here because of course, you know, we're going through the winter season, so we do have those. And then we have this unique umbrella. I actually like that it's square shaped. It's something that we don't typically see in the game, so I really do appreciate that. Someone's kind of thinking outside the box a little bit, you know. We have a sign here, which is more so, honestly, I feel like you see these when you're hiking or something at a national park. Then we get like this little rock, I don't know. We have these cards here, of course, all for all different seasons, and I just love this. Look at that. Did you see the little writing on the inside? Excellent. Now we have a cornucopia, and we do have some party hats as well. So that's very fun for birthday parties. And of course we have a rabbit hat. I don't know if the rabbit is actually going to come out of it, but if it did, that would be super cool. We do have this little basket full of blankets and pillows. The basket, I feel like they could have done a better job on, I'm not gonna lie. Then we do have some umbrellas. Of course we're gonna need them. I wonder if your Sims can actually use them though. Now we do get a rug here, and it is very festive, going with the themes as well. We do have another rug, more like a runway rug, I want to call it, because it is a lot longer. And then we get yet another rug. This one is more rounded on the edges, but it is in that rectangular shape. Then we get this one, which almost looks like a splash pad type deal, but I don't think it's supposed to be that, but we do get some interesting swatches for that as well. We get a fireplace that is decorated for Christmas. And then we get another wreath, which is more for the fall, which I do think this is cute, although I do see a squirrel coming up to get the nut. And then we have this wreath here as well. So far we've gotten 4 wreaths, but I do like that one too. And then we have some more banners. And then let's see what else we've got. We do get towels, which, I mean, we did get the bathtub and everything, so I do like that we have the towels. That's nice. And then we have a little craft table for the children. I feel like they could have done it a little bit differently. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. We do have this lantern here for the outdoors. It should be kind of fun. I guess you could use it indoors too, but I'm thinking of using it outdoors, like the walkway, you know, to brighten it up. Then we do have this little lantern as well. It has a little candle in it. Then we have these table runners, and with the candles in them as well. One is more fall themed, one is more winter themed. And then we do have a big lamp. It's got a huge lampshade on it. You guys ever had those? Yeah. We get more candles here as well. I always like how they light up after you set them down. And then we get this lamp as well. I actually do like this floor lamp. I think it's kind of nice. It does look more like a branch though that it's using to hang up stand on. And then we have that light fixture there, and then we have this, I don't know what it is, like a piece of wood with some metal on it. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be for. But then we have this outdoor light, which is nice, and then we have this other wall light, which is just kind of unique, kind of different. Then we have this light here, which is more so, I'm thinking more for like the shops and stuff, but we do have a matching mailbox for it, so that's kind of cool, right? And then the mailboxes are completely different. Some of them are rainbow, some of them are more for the winter time. It's just kind of interesting. We do get a shelf, of course, and I do like how we have some empty shelf space as well. Now, here is a dresser, and it's just kind of basic in my opinion. It's nothing special, but this one here, ooh, I love it. It's more of like a buffet type, but I really love that design on there. We do get almost like a canopy type twin bed, which is kind of nice. I do think that's kind of cute. And then we have this bed here as well. I do like that they added extra pillows on it, but there's just something about it that doesn't lay right with me. You see what I did there? The same thing with this one. I don't know. I do like the extra pillows on it, but there's just something about it that just doesn't sit right with me. I don't know. Now we do have some skating rinks, so I'm curious to find out since if the Sims will like have ice skates on or whatever. I don't know, but we do get quite a few different skating rinks here, and some of them are a lot larger than the others, and then some of them of course are going to have more, like a different level to them, if that makes sense. And I'm kind of liking the, so you see those lights that we saw, those brick lights, that one would work perfect with this one here. And then we've got this right here, which it almost seems like it's supposed to be a snow machine. Not quite sure, but we do get quite a few food stands, which I think is going to go great with the ice rink. And we have here is a cupcake stand, and then a lemonade stand, of course, for summer, hot cocoa stand for winter. So that's very fitting. But I do wish that those stands would just come as swatches and, not take up so much space. Now we do get a bunch of different seed packets, and then we have some trophies here for scouts. Now we're getting into the doors. We do get some nice wooden doors here. And then these next ones that we're seeing, they are quite nice. They're more luxurious. I do love the door handle on there, how it's one that you push down, although those are kind of hard to use sometimes. But this one does have windows above and on either side of the door, so it is kind of nice. I think it's more of a fancy door, but I do really enjoy it. I think it's a nice door. Now you can see a little keyhole detail there, and I always love when they do the details, so applause there. Now that one there, I don't know. It's just like they threw in some random swatches. Now we do have one that's more on the square side. Of course, this one does have the windows on the side and the windows in the top of the door, as well as a long rectangular, very skinny window up above this doorway, which I feel like this one isn't as luxurious as the other previous door that we just saw, but it's still nice nonetheless. I mean, I do like it. I feel like it's not that modern, but I still think it's a nice door. Now we've got even more doors. This one is double doors or French doors, whatever you want to call them. Now, I feel like, what can I say? They've got the windows on them as well. And then it's got that tic-tac-toe thing across the windows. There's that. And then I just wanted to show you guys what can fit on curved walls and what can't. So obviously we have the different heights here as well. But now we're getting into windows, and we do have some basic square windows, and then we do have some windows that do match the doors that we have. So I can really appreciate that. But they come in those same swatches that we had the doors, although there is one color that is missing, and that is that grayish blue. And here I'm just kind of zooming in to show you. This window is kind of interesting because the bottom of it is completely see-through, while the top, it is still see-through, but it has more lines going through it. It's just kind of interesting, a bit different. Personally, I kind of like the plain windows, not gonna lie, because they can see outside better. But here are the other side, and Again, they're more earthy tone, basic colors. And I mean, they're all right. They're all right. Now, the windows will freeze over during the winter seasons, but here we do have some fences, and they are coming in those natural colors as well. Now for the gates are a little bit different. We have this one right here. So we're just going to go through those swatches. Well, yes, some of them do match up with the gates that we have. It's kind of interesting because they don't go completely with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, that stone kind of throws me off. Now, we did get some new stairs, and then here are some railings that we got with them as well. Now, we don't get like a stone railing to match the stone staircase, so I didn't even bother with that. Now, here is some of our walls. To be honest, it kind of reminds me of a train cart, not gonna lie, but we do have some rock wallpaper, and we don't really actually get a lot, to be honest. I'm gonna have to cut this out because I already did this, so yeah. And for the windows, apparently I've forgotten to show you what can work on curved walls and what doesn't, so there I am going through that. I apologize. Now we have some wall decorations. Of course, we've seen some other wall decorations, but these are the other ones that we didn't see. They come in the matching colors of the fences. And then here is one of our columns that we have, which is nice. And then we have I believe it's called the friezes, and they come in those same colors as some of those wall decorations that we have. So everything is pretty much cohesive. Now we've got these, is this one the spandrel? Or is this one the frieze? I forget. So we do have this, and again, they are those same colors and the same wooden swatches as well. So we do have that. And then we have a foundation, which I thought was kind of, I mean, it's nice, but given that we have the rock wallpaper and then that other wallpaper, it just didn't go well. Now here are some designed rooms, so you can see how you might utilize some of these items in the pack. And then we'll go through the colors of these rooms. Now, my thoughts on this pack, I mean, it's got some good items, some not so great items in my opinion. I mean, it is seasoned, so a lot of it is decorations, and if that's not really your thing, you might not like it. However, I mean, if you want to play with seasons, you have to have this pack. So I feel like it was, I feel like that's kind of, I don't know, I don't really like that. So if you don't like these things, then it's kind of waste. But I feel like, yes, there are a lot of items like the Christmas trees, all that stuff is very cohesive with what you do in the certain holidays around certain seasons. So that does make sense. Here's a room that's a little bit more bland and less to do with seasons. So you don't have to go all out with everything and decorate it as a certain season. But I mean, there's some items, like I said, it's very catered towards seasons, obviously, but I do like a lot of the wreaths that we get. I think we've got some nice ones, and then we do have some interesting like succulent items that are put together on shelves and stuff. So I do like some of those plant items that we have. So here they kind of set up a greenhouse so this is what I was kind of saying earlier, and it does make sense what they got going on here. But yeah, all those succulents, I love succulents in real life, so that's a win for me here. And I also just love the bathroom, like what were they doing with the shower? I have no idea. It does not go with it. But anyways, you guys are going to have to let me know your thoughts on this expansion pack in the comments below. And do you think seasons should have been a part of the base game or not? I really feel like it should have. But you let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.